Good evening and welcome to the new edition of Bahrain Today, which covers various topics, latest news and the events of the kingdom. I am Fatma Bastigi and this is Bahrain Today. You can have your cake and lose weight too. Hearing the word healthy, one would immediately imagine a plate of grilled chicken with greens, but that's not necessarily the only choice. You could have your pizza, pasta, or even cake and still be healthy. How? It's all in the ingredients. Let's watch how Healthy Spot turns bad food to good food, simply by playing around with ingredients.
Why we choose a healthy food? A healthy food, it's effective on the long term for our health. By choosing a fast food or food that is high in fat, it will increase the incidence of cardiovascular diseases, hypertension and diabetes. So choosing a healthy food, it will really affect our health for a long term.
I've been athlete 19 years when I was 13 years old. I started my idea when I was 13 years old. I asked my mom to cook for me 6 meals a day. So she was asking me, if you want to eat 6 meals, you have to cook for yourself. And she taught me how to cook food, how to marinate food. So since that moment, I get that passion, I love cooking, I love food, We have a menu, large menu, lots of variety, pasta, pizza, burger. As we know, it's all fast food, but we convert it to a healthy food. The secret, or there is no secret, I can say, it is about ingredient. We can use low-fat milk, fat-free cheese. When we do the marination, we remove the fat, for example, from the beef. So less trans fat. We have lots of varieties in our menu. We have pizza, we have pasta, we have burger. All of these food, we know it's junk food, but we convert it into a healthy concept. With the ingredients, it's all about ingredient, how to use the ingredient and the quantity. We always weight our food, before serve it to the customer.
Here tonight we've got the two healthy brothers, Suhaib and Mu'ad al-Najm. Hello guys and welcome to our studios.
Hi, thank you.
So in the beginning, can you introduce yourselves and introduce Healthy Spot?
First, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Mu'ad al-Najm. I'm Suhaib's brother, and I have a degree of clinical nutrition and dietetics. Can you introduce yourself?
By the way, he's my youngest brother.
Okay.
My name is Suhaib al-Najm.
Yes.
I'm owner of Healthy Spot restaurant. He's my brother. He's the nutritionist.
So he's the guy you go to when it comes
Yeah,
to creating the concepts and menus.
I
of-
have the knowledge, but he's specialized, you know.
Okay. And can you tell us more about the kind of food that you serve through Healthy Spot?
A variety of food. A normal, the food that you found in the home, it will be there.
Okay.
So, like example for a pizza, you can find it in the home, you can find it in the restaurants, at many type of restaurants. But what's make it different than other places is that when you are doing a diet, you can have a pizza
Okay.
if it's among your caloric need
course.
of the day.
So what you guys basically do is turn, the bad kind of food that we have outside to healthy ones that suit the diet plan
Yes,
of a person.
exactly.
And how would a healthy diet, affect a person and his lifestyle, Maud?
There is a variety of diseases that can happen from an unhealthy diet lifestyle. For an example, like cardiovascular diseases and obesity and skeletal condition for, let's say, kids, or not kids, 10 to 14, 15. So choosing a healthy lifestyle is really important among, not just for adults, even for kids too.
Would you like to add on that, Sahib? Would you like to add on
Yes,
what he said? Yeah.
what he says correct. So you have to follow a healthy lifestyle, so you avoid diseases for the long term and the short term.
Yeah.
And regarding the concept, we try to make lots of variety in the menu.
Yes.
And as you say, we have pizza, we have pasta, we have burger. There is no secret, only the ingredients.
Yeah, I was
Still-
going to ask, what's the secret
it's
behind?
only the ingredients.
Okay.
So the ingredients, for example, for the pizza, whole wheat flour, fat-free mozzarella cheese. We put grilled chicken, so and light dressing on the top.
Because these minor changes affect the total calorie
totally,
of the
totally.
meal.
Especially the pizza, there is lots of fat in the cheese.
Of course.
So when you reduce the fat from the cheese, it will decrease the calories.
And how do you keep the menu updated, Sahib? How often do you update your menu and the...
Now we have a new menu. We work hard on that menu. We make a photo shoot also for the meals. But I want to be sure 100% that the cooker inside, they know the details of the menu. It's very soon. And we have also a new idea. It's about ice cream, protein ice cream.
You were just talking
Yeah.
about that. I wish
Yeah.
we had some samples of that.
Inshallah, very soon, very soon,
Okay.
inshallah. Especially powder, special for protein ice cream.
And in Healthy Spot, do you also give people advice when it comes to working out and their, plan for working out, or you just strictly focus on the diet?
We focus on the diet, but when somebody came to me and asked me about something, I give him my advice
Of
from my
course.
experience, because I'm in this field almost 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I
because a
spend
healthy
my-
diet goes, with the exercise and working out.
Exactly,
And they
you
can't
should
be-
combine it. So
Of course.
sometimes, especially ladies, they call me, I don't want to do some exercise, I want to just make a diet. You combine them together.
But they say
love
diet
yourself,
diet
love your
is
body.
70%
Yeah.
of the progress. So
Exactly.
it is a major, component.
Exactly.
Of your
it will
healthy
help
journey.
your performance during workout also. 1 hour in the day, it will not be a big deal.
Okay, okay. And so you currently have 2 branches.
2 branches.
And what is the, favorite when it comes to the customers?
Favorite, you mean as a
The menu options you have.
Caribbean chicken,
Okay,
You
and
know,
what is your personal favorite?
everything.
Everything.
Because I tried the food before I keep it in the menu. I tried the food. If I like the food,
I'm sure
I'll put
Maad
it in
is
the
also
menu.
trying
Yeah,
the food
yeah,
with you, yeah?
exactly.
You mentioned a very important point that diet starts, even with kids. I mean, a
Yeah.
healthy lifestyle
Yeah.
starts even with kids. So do you also have plans to introduce, healthy options for kids in the restaurant?
Yes, I introduced this plan to my brother Sohaib, and I saw a lot of cases, kids with type 2 or type 1 diabetes,
Diabetes.
which is really sad
Yes.
that seeing a kid and he
Very
want to
early
just
age.
get enjoyed with his friends, eating lollipops, eating a variety of kids' food.
Yes.
So I told him a plan that why we should not introduce a menu for our kids.
Yes.
like
the schools, or you know.
yeah,
Definitely,
we
because
should. It's a future plan for us.
definitely you should
We
look
do
into
some
that.
caterings for the universities also.
Yeah, but I'm
as
a
well.
mother myself, and I know how difficult it is, to go and eat outside, especially with all of the, bad ingredients that you mentioned. And it would be great to have an alternative, for cafeterias in schools or even in universities.
Yeah,
So, do you want to talk more about any future plans that you guys having beside the ice cream
plan.
and the kids menu?
Future plan to make it franchise. Starting the idea, I have the idea, and we start over to make it a franchise for the Gulf, for the GCC.
And I'm sure that you will be achieving this, really.
Inshallah.
And what
because I cook also, so I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
And he's the nutritionist, so I take his advice.
No, I mean, it's a great combination
I
to
get
have you
his
both
advice,
on
yeah.
the team, and your brothers at the end of the
He's
day.
athlete
I'm just
also.
I'm just making sure that everything is fine. They're not using anything which is non-healthy.
Yes.
I'm just supervising everything. I'm calculating the calories of the food to make sure that it's not excessive per meal.
And what makes Healthy Spot, different or special when it comes to the healthy food chain?
It's the quality of food.
That's important.
The quality that, because between time and time I taste the food, I taste the quality.
You
I am
mentioned
super-
as well off air the variety of food.
Yeah, but we have pasta, we have everything.
That's also important.
Like for a
quesadilla.
chicken meal, you have a variety of choices, not just just one meal or two meals of chicken.
Okay.
Because you can play with the sauce you keep on the chicken, with the
Yes.
way you present the food, and to simplify it, as you said, what makes Healthy Spot different, you enjoy it. You enjoy your
course.
food.
You enjoy your food.
Of course.
Hygiene most important.
Of
for
course,
me.
definitely,
Hygiene is most
definitely.
important for me.
And did you guys face any challenges starting up the business, and you
Lots
you
of
could-
challenge.
such as?
Establishment.
Okay.
It's very hard. You know, I did a job of contractor. So I bring like free visa people, and I was monitoring them. So it's a challenge to do this from the first time,
Of course.
especially for a restaurant. You don't know. I'm the first healthy restaurant in Bahrain, 2013. So it's a new concept. It was a new concept
Yes.
for the Bahrainis. So I don't know how they will
Accepted.
accept it, but thanks God they accepted. I was shocked, you know. The restaurant was so busy, you know.
Yes.
I cook inside, and the end of the day I cannot walk, you know.
Definitely. And this is where, pure joy comes when you do something with passion.
Passion,
because,
yeah, passion.
because
You
you
love
love
your
it and
work,
you
yeah.
want to bring the best to your customers. So before I wrap up with you, do you have any message that you would like to send to people, especially those who are hesitating whether they should follow it's hard to follow a healthy lifestyle? How can we do it? Do you want to give them some advice?
I will just simplify it. Don't complicate yourself.
Okay.
Exactly.
Don't just count things. Try to simplify it. You are going to a grocery, choose instead of full fat, choose less fat. The food that you eat, you increase the salt, reduce the salt. So it's just simplifying. It's not complicated, because once you do the complication, you won't follow any
You won't
diet.
You
start.
feel
or-
like confused, you know.
Of course.
And it's a hard way to lose weight. It's very easy.
It's
just
stressful. It will be
Yes.
stressful.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
So just start from now. Do
Just
your
start
diet.
and
Just-
make it simple.
Simple. You know, reduce your calories intake from the fat. Don't eat carbs at night.
Like for an example, instead of using all of for moms who's using palm oil or coconut oil,
Yes.
they can exchange it with sunflower oil.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more healthier than
Okay.
or olive oil they can use also. So just to simplify it, don't just switch everything around. Like you're eating every day fast food.
Start
and-
with
yeah,
small steps.
Start
Small
with,
steps.
example, you're eating let's say a chocolate. Instead of this, try once to change it with fruits. So it will be
Or
helpful.
have a smaller piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
Yeah,
we?
you can, you can.
But believe in what you are doing. If
Yeah.
you're not believing,
Then you
you
can't
will not
achieve.
continue.
Yes,
You will not continue. It's
definitely.
need time. So, for example, one guy he's not doing sport for years. All of a sudden he want to lose. He called me. I want to lose 8 kilo. Don't put
Don't put a
Listen,
big
yeah.
target. Start small.
Start small. When you see the difference, you will be motivated
And
automatically,
continue.
you know.
Don't
and
just
continue. And ignore the negative people.
Yes.
This is the most important. And do it for yourself. Love your body, love yourself. Do it for yourself.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Most
much for
welcome.
being here with us.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Viewers, we have more. Stay tuned. From food to music, Bahrain is gearing up to host several music events starting October, and one of these outstanding events is Bahrain Jazz Festival. Even though this event will take place on November 1st, it has already held many pre-events to give us a little taste of what is coming. Let's watch this report for more.
Bahrain Jazz Fest held their pre-fest event featuring popular funk and soul band Jack Rabbit Slims, supported by blues rock band Past Masters and DJ Sparks.
We'd really love to have a wider audience. It'd be really great if more people on the island knew about us. And we're actually just really excited because it's such a huge variety of music as well. So we'll get to interact with other bands, kind of swap sounds, see how everybody does it, and kind of learn from each other. It'll be really nice.
The entry was free to all. This is because it is organized as a part of their social responsibility approach to promote Bahrain's music talent in the build-up to the Bahrain Jazz Fest, which is set to commence on the 1st of November. Different artists shed light on how the Bahrain Jazz Fest has impacted their careers. All of the artists are very keen to performing to a variety of different people. The Bahrain Jazz Festival are definitely family friendly and have a lot of different activities for a wide range of age groups. Not only is the Bahrain Jazz Festival a platform for local artists to thrive, it also attracts tourism, with people coming in from all around the world. More events are set to take place in the forthcoming weeks. Bahrain Jazz Fest are working alongside the relevant departments in order to ensure that the best results are achieved.
Well, we as a band are super excited to be a part of Bahrain Jazz Festival, and really looking forward to performing this evening. They've given us an opportunity of doing the pre-festival evening this evening, and Bahrain Jazz Festival is actually opening platforms for local bands and international bands on a really wide scale, worldwide, internationally. They've got some of the best jazz bands coming in, and some of the real cool bands in the island performing for the event. And we're really super excited to be a part of this, and looking forward.
Creativity comes in a variety of different ways. In this case, it is music, particularly jazz, setting up for the Bahrain Jazz Festival set to commence on the 1st of November. Reporting for Bahrain International, I'm Abdurrahman Sahaf.
On that that exciting note, we happily welcome to the studio the three guys behind this event that contributed to establishing this event on the international music map. With us here are Jude De Souza, the co-founder of Bahrain Jazz Festival and managing partner of Clockwork; Paul Gendra, the co-founder of Bahrain Jazz Festival and director of Clockwork Events; and also Michael Gotger, the co-founder of Bahrain Jazz Festival and events manager of BMMI. Hello guys, and welcome to our studio.
Thanks for having us.
So in the beginning, Mr. Jude, what is Bahrain Festival? Can you introduce it to our viewers?
So Bahrain Jazz Fest is now a nationally recognized music festival for Bahrain, and it's based around a very basic concept of bringing the best of world of jazz to Bahrain and showcasing the best of Bahrain to the world. So in essence, it's an experiential festival filled with music and a family-friendly music festival, along with different things like markets and family areas and food trucks, and so it's a fully experiential music festival.
It's a full experience, yes, exactly. Yeah. And Mr. Paul, what are you bringing that is different this year?
Well, I mean, this is our third year. Every year we have different bands, so it's completely new bands every year. We don't repeat any of the same bands. So we have a very, very exciting lineup. We have Spyro Gyra, who's going to be our headliner. They multi-award-winning Grammy award-winning band. Plus we have some great local bands on show as well. On top of that, we're also introducing a few new concepts into the festival, like we're going to be doing a cashless payment system this year for the first time.
Great.
So no coupons or anything like that, everything's going to be digital. So we're very excited about one of those.
Of course, we're excited as well. Mr. Michael, I want to know, how can events like this, contribute to Bahrain? Can you tell us?
Well, the Bahrain music sector is something that we're trying to help and establish and make even better. And with this concert, we're setting a standard for events in Bahrain. Bringing the people together, having it family friendly, and for the international people to see what we can offer and do in Bahrain.
Yeah. And off air, I asked a question where are you also introducing Bahraini bands every year? And I want to hear that, and I want you to tell the viewers, how are you contributing in, familiarizing the world with the Bahraini talents?
Well, in a number of ways. I believe we're among the first of the music festivals to actually put and promote Bahraini bands on the same stage as main stage bands. And when we say main stage bands, we're talking about highly accomplished international bands. Just like Paul mentioned, this year we have Spyro Gyra. So, for a band from Bahrain to be on the same stage as such an accomplished band, it's something that we're looking to promote. But in addition to this, a big part of our festival is obviously the pre-festival programs, where we do a lot of these activations around the island, and it includes free concerts as well as free workshops. And we try and engage as many local bands into the mix, because on the day of the festival, there's only that many bands you can have. So to go around that challenge, we've introduced this concept of pre-festival promotions, which also help the jazz festival to be promoted, but at the same time include Bahraini bands to be involved. And I think the idea of bringing the world of jazz to Bahrain and showcasing the best of Bahrain to the world is high on our agenda. So it's very important for us that the jazz festival helps to develop the music sector. It gives them opportunity. I think further down the line, it's really going to open up doors in terms of international tours and things like that. That's something that we are working on a long-term basis.
That would be great to see Bahraini bands performing, abroad. You mentioned something about the events and workshops. What kind of workshops do you provide post or before the event?
Well, over the past few years, we've experimented in the types of workshops, because obviously everything that we do in a workshop has to be inspirational. And it has to be fun at the same time. It can't be a boring session for young children, because they have to be entertained too. So in the first year, we did something innovative, like a multi-instrumental workshop. We did a drum clinic, we did a bass guitar clinic, and a guitar clinic. And that went on really well. This year we are doing, or we've already done, a vocal training clinic and a guitar clinic. and we got a lot of response for that. And again, this year in our festival program, we are now engaging with schools. So we're trying to take in jazz music to the schools and then help those kids get inspired. So it's not just workshops, but it's also inspirational talks. It's for them to see how international and local bands are
It's
making
actually
it.
embedding the culture of jazz, you know,
Absolutely,
instead of just teaching them about music, you're teaching them about the history of the whole jazz.
I mean, the training of music is best left always to the professional training schools. And as a festival, we have a responsibility towards getting people inspired, and especially
spread the
young
awareness.
kids. And I always say to everybody that a career in music now is more thinkable than what it was 15 years ago. So kids get inspired now, and hopefully things like our programs will help them probably become musicians even as a career.
Why not? Yeah, everything is possible. Mr. Michael, what are the numbers you're expecting this year and why?
Well, we're expecting close to 6,000 people through the door this year. We've been growing since our first year and second year.
You started at what number?
First year was 3,000, I think.
3,000,
Wow.
just over 3,000.
So in 3 years, you've managed to, you know, raise the number from 3,000 to 60.
Yeah.
Wow.
So last year we had just over 5,000, and this year we're capping it at 6,000. And yeah, it's all this pre-events that we are doing and activations to get the word out there for everyone to know when it's happening and how to get down to the event we're doing. This is our third year that we're also doing the park and ride system, where you don't have to actually drive down to the venue.
That's really nice.
There's 4 different areas where you can go park your car and then get on a bus.
Count me in.
Yeah, and the bus brings you down to the venue, and then when everything's finished, they take you back to the area where
you just need to now provide some, you know, nannies for the kids, and we'll all be there. A kids play area, perhaps. That's a nice plan.
If I could elaborate on that, we actually, you know, it's a big focus of ours for this event. It is a family-friendly event.
Okay.
We have this year we made some more changes to our family area that we've had the last couple of years. So it's a very secure area. You can sign your children in. They aren't allowed to leave the area.
Perfect.
There are trained ladies that will look after the children. We have a soft play area for the young kids, because all kids 6 and under are free anyway.
So there was not an idea; it's actually happening. So
yeah, it's happening. Yeah. And I mean, we're trying to improve it every year, and that's why this year we're very excited, because we think it's going to be a big improvement.
That's really exciting, because you're really looking into, you know, how to serve all of the categories you have, from youth, kids to families, and this is, I mean, for sure one of the reasons and pillars for the success of the festival. So I want to tell the viewers how this was formed. And how did you guys all meet? You were friends, of course, before starting this festival. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Well, for us, it was almost a romanticized story of a small coffee table conversation, which now has developed into a driving force for music in Bahrain. And I think the three of us, being having similar characters and personalities, music plays a very big role. And at the same time, the three of us are also professionally accomplished. So we have found a way how we can marry professionalism into music.
Of course.
And doing events is something that we all love. We've been doing it, the three of us have been doing it since forever, you know. And I think the real need for Bahrain to have its own music festival was way overdue in terms of in this kind of a festival. And the inspiration behind it has been always for the festival to reflect the essence of Bahrain.
Yes.
We believe it does. It's for everyone to see on that day, you know, and the types of different cultures, the different mixes, and the very fact that it just represents Bahrain.
Yes.
So we are glad that, you know, a small coffee table conversation is now growing. I still wouldn't say that we have grown completely. We're still in
There's still more.
We're still in the third year, so we're almost in baby steps, you know, for a festival.
But you've done, you know, remarkable positive, you know, transformation from when you started till today, from 3,000 to 60,000, and you're also introducing the cashless payments. That's
Yeah, the cashless payments is, see, we've always, like Paul mentioned, you know, the idea has always been to be innovative, and we've been trying different innovations from the first year onwards. Now, the
Yes.
latest innovation that we're going to bring this year is the digital payment system.
Yes.
Because for us, it serves a couple of objectives. Number one, from a customer perspective, the experience has to be increased and enhanced. And I think by offering a digital payment system, they definitely get a different level of experience where they don't have to wait in queues. They are in full control of what they spend and what they want to buy on that day. And then from our perspective as organizer, it allows us to get into big data,
Yes.
you know, because we have to understand also what customers like. We have to understand what are the peak selling times for our vendors. So things like that, that information really helps us. And more importantly, it helps us to break down the demographic of the people.
Yes.
And then find out, you know, what's the age groups that are most likely to come. So far we've been running on some data, and I think this year it's going to be quite accurate in terms of you know, how the people respond to the festival. And by partnering up with world-class systems for this digital payments, it only helps us to take the mandate of digital Bahrain,
Yes.
you know, because Bahrain is now, you can say, a leader in the region for,
Yes.
for digital movements. And now we are bringing digital experiences in a fun way through music.
No, it's great how you're integrating, you know, technology into what you're doing. Mr. Paul, I want to know more about your partnerships, you know, with EDB, Bahrain Tourism, when it comes to the Jazz Festival.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for over the last 4 years, you know, we've been very fortunate and had the support of Bahrain EDB and tourism. They've been with us from day one. You know, we have some very fantastic corporate partners as well from day one as well. So I think it's been a great success story. Everyone's been working together to share the same vision as we have. We've retained our partners over the years, and they continue to support us, and we support them as well. So I think it's been a great success again for Bahrain, getting everyone working together towards the same objective and creating a special day like the Bahrain Jazz Fest.
And Mr. Michael, also I want to know about, you know, your attendees from outside of Bahrain. Is that increasing?
Yes, it is. We do work with a few travel partners to put packages out there.
Okay. So you're
But-
setting Bahrain as a destination when it comes to jazz.
Absolutely, and we are doing the Bahrain Jazz Fest Club Nights, which is a few 7 events before the actual day of the big event, and that puts the package together for tourists to come over to Bahrain for a few days, stay in great hotels, experience Bahrain, go on some tours to see the country, and then experience some jazz club nights before the main event.
Wow, that's really amazing. And before I wrap up this segment, I'm really in love with what you're doing and, you know, the passion behind this festival. Would you like to send a message to our viewers? Anything that you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's always been a main objective to showcase this as part of Bahrain.
Yes.
And I think what I said earlier about it having the essence, it's something that everyone needs to come and experience, whether a person has stayed here for 20 years or staying here for 2 years. I think everyone needs to experience this festival to fully understand what the real meaning of Bahrain is. And I think this year, with the kind of lineup that we have on the main stage and the second stage, as well as the different activations that we're doing from a family perspective, I think it's going to be really a memorable one, and so I don't think anyone should miss out on that, honestly speaking.
Mr. Paul?
For me, I agree with what Jude says. Everyone has to come down and see for themselves. You know, enjoy the nice weather that's about to come, and get your tickets early to avoid disappointment, because we're definitely going to be sold out for this one, I'm sure.
Definitely, I'm
Get
sure.
your tickets early.
I'm sure, especially with all of the, you know, things that you've mentioned now. Mr. Michael?
I would say download our app. We've got an app for the festival. All the information is on the app.
What's the app called?
Bahrain Jazz Fest.
Bahrain Jazz Fest,
Okay.
yeah.
Direct.
Yeah, and it's got all the information on there about the bands and the timings. Use the park and ride. Come down to the event nice and early and enjoy your day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Jude, Mr. Paul, Mr. Michael, for
Thank
being
you
here
so
with
much.
us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So we continue our show with more music, but after this short break. Welcome back. We're still with music, and we have here with us singer and guitarist from the UK. He has performed all over the UK and performs here in Bahrain in different events. With us here in the studio is musician Dan Morris. Hello and welcome to our studio.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm very good, how are you?
We're excited to hear what you have.
Thank you, I'm excited to play.
But first of all, we want to know more about you. So who are you?
I'm Dan Moores. I'm a singer-guitarist from Birmingham in the UK. So Peaky Blinders, if any of you guys have heard of that.
Of course.
Yeah, I've been playing music for like 10 years maybe. And sort of been playing music in bands and stuff for probably the last 4. And yeah, now I'm in Bahrain playing.
So how long have you been in Bahrain?
I arrived in January, so yeah, 9, 10
when the weather was nice.
Yeah.
And then you experienced the
super hot weather, and now it's getting back to normal again.
Okay. Tell us the story about how you moved, you know, all the way from the UK to Bahrain.
Right. So the start of this year, our band, I was in a wedding band in the UK. That was what I did before this. One of the members had 3-month break. He went travelling around Asia and that. So we had no work with the band, and I had a job that I didn't particularly like, and I ended up quitting that job in January, and then I realised I had nothing for the next 3 months, so I was desperately scouring Facebook, and that's when I saw the advert for this job, which was in Bahrain, at a place called JJ's, and yeah, I applied for it and ended up getting it, yeah, and here
you're
I am,
here with us in Bahrain Today now.
Yeah.
So what kind of music do you normally play? What inspires you, to play the music?
For me, I like playing sort of like indie and rock sort of stuff, but also like a bit of pop. So they're like my 3 genres that I like to play. And inspiration-wise, like when you're playing in front of an audience, for me, they're my inspiration, because you see people enjoying what you're doing.
Their expressions and
feelings. And just losing themselves in the music and having a good time. Like that's kind of what we do it for, really.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And do you consider maybe one day writing your own music? I don't know if you're already writing your own music.
I have been
testing.
Doing things for the past few years, but nothing solid yet. But one day, definitely, I'd like to.
Definitely, we look forward for that. What do you have for us tonight? So what are you playing?
I have a Maroon 5 song for you.
Yay.
It's called Sunday Morning. It's off my favourite album.
Let's pretend I did not ask for that.
Influence.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yes.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay.
Steal some covers, yeah, some scared. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mold that I am in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. Oh, that maybe all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Oh, come and rest your bones with me. I'm driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. Fingers trace your every outline. Oh yeah, yeah. Or paint a picture with my hands. Oh, oh, oh. Back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather still together when it ends. Yeah, that may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. I'm driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never want to leave. But just get so crazy. Living life gets hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. Find a way to lead myself back home to you. You may not know that, baby, oh, I need. In darkness, she is all I see. Oh, come and rest your bones with me. I'm driving slow on Sunday morning. Driving slow, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. There's a flower in your hair. There's a flower in your hair. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. There's a flower in your hair. There's a flower in your hair. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow, wow, that was sensational. It was
Cheers.
amazing.
Thank you very
I
much.
really don't want to end this segment, but it's really a pleasure having you here with us, Dan, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Bahrain.
I will do.
And I hope that, you know, everyone is treating you nicely.
They are, they're very kind.
Thank you, but that's not the end with your segment. We will be back, of course.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned, viewers. We will be back for more. And that is all for now. I hope you enjoyed our segments for today as much as I did. Thank you for watching and tune in to watch us tomorrow for more excitement. Don't forget to leave your inquiries and suggestions on our social media mentioned on the screen. I'll leave you now with Dan Moores. Goodbye.
Woke up cold one Tuesday and feeling tired and looking quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it up with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. And I thought, these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I got some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I got some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting home. Short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine. Oh, I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Woke up cold one Thursday. I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my eyes, and I feel like there was 2 days missing as I focused on the facts. So I made my way to the kitchen, but had to stop from the shock of what I found. A room full of all of my friends all dancing round and round. And I thought, hello, new shoes, bye-bye blues. Hey, I've got some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right. I said, hey, I've got some new shoes on and everybody's smiling. It's so inviting home. Short on money but long on time. Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine. Oh, I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Take me walking through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone, take me on. I'm walking to the break of dawn. Take me walking through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. Stone to stone, take me on. I'm walking to the break of dawn. I said, hey, I've got some new shoes on and suddenly everything is right.